Welcome back. It's Katie Marie, Katie Niblet, if you know me. Okay, I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna use that. I'm about to get ready, do some makeup, do some girl chit chat. I took off my nails, so I'll probably paint my nails. I've already did a little bit of moisturizer on my face from out the shower. I just have on a body shaper thing. I feel like I might put on a dress the same color. Oh yeah, y'all know me. I love a 1B, but I'm trying. You see, I'm trying to get into the color. But yeah, we're to just do our makeup, do my hair, and get into some things. Chit chat. Talk about makeup. And all of that. That was some toner. Let me try to look for some pins. Let me try to pin my hair. I need my glasses for this one. I cannot see your girl. But I'm thinking about getting LASIK. I mean, I've been thinking about getting LASIK, but I feel like I'm going to get LASIK pretty soon. Let me say that. Okay, that is better. So yeah, we're just gonna do some soft makeup because my skin and my eyebrows have been working with me. So we're gonna work with it instead of against it. So let me go get my first products out. Now we are ready. So I've already put some toner on my face. Y'all just saw me do that. And that's just me just really prepping my skin before the makeup. I like to do it. You don't have to. I'm about to go on with a bit of moisturizer because I'm going to use moisturizer throughout the makeup process. And you guys will see that. Today, we have just a couple more days left till summer. And I want to talk about getting yourself ready. Getting yourself ready and keeping yourself ready. I just don't mean, we're going to talk about actually getting ready. We're also going to talk about having yourself be ready and preparing yourself. Just if you was to get ready. I'm talking to the young ladies, young women, or women at any area, any stage of life. I'm talking to you. But anybody can take this advice. In life, there comes a point when you'll realize preparing yourself and getting ready for whatever is happening or will happen or has happened will do far better for you than just winging it. I want to talk about this because I think when you're young, whether you're an A type person, B type of person, things can just work out for you. And you even may question I don't know how X, Y, and Z happened. Sorry, I'm looking for something. I don't know how X, Y, and Z happened, but it just happened for me. And you could be grateful and you could be happy about it. But it's always good to prepare yourself and get ready. What is it saying? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And that's the same thing when it comes down to your looks, when it comes down to your mental, when it comes down to your physical. Get ready. Be ready. The reason why I'm talking about this, because I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready. No. I've had experience enough things in life to where behavioral patterns and human patterns, I can kind of peep. I'm not saying I know exactly what everybody's going to do or what this person is going to do in X, Y, and Z, but when I see X, Y, and Z, it usually is because of ABC. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like as we grow, we all pick up that knowledge, you know? So it's like my mind and things that I've experienced has helped me stay ready for when I see and encounter certain interactions, certain behaviors, to where I don't have to get ready and I'm able and I'm mentally able and capable to handle certain things. And we all have these skills and these sets of, we all have these sets of skills that we don't always, I'll show you the book I'm reading, but we don't always have to be so vocal about the things we notice or we pick up. And we just do it and we just take it down to wisdom or experience and X, Y, and Z, you know? And that's true and that's fine, but those are the things that help us stay ready and have us ready so we don't have to get ready, you know? And I want to talk about those things in regards to the outer self. Now, I have a background in communication, so I'm always talking in terms of like interpersonal and internal role and the person we place on the outside and personas and stuff like that. Because and that's why sorry, let me finish that thought. Because I just am more aware of certain things. I have to be honest, I'm such an understanding person because I'm just more aware of certain things. And I just understand things and understand human behavior and interaction and dynamics. And this is my field, so I'm always just looking at things from a POV of, let me let that sit a little longer, from a POV of the next phase. If I lost you, it's okay. I got you right back right now. Basically, I say all that to say is when you're getting ready and you're allowing people and you're interacting with people and you're interacting with things in spaces and just the outside world, you have to show up ready. You have to show up with especially for young Black women, you have to show up with, I don't want to say a presentation, but you have to show up with something to show, basically. I don't even want to say bring something to the table, but you have to already be ready to present what's at the table. Not necessarily if you're going to present, if you're being even made to present, but you just have to be ready. I have 6 sisters. I am the baby on my dad's side, and I'm the middle child on my mom's side. So I have 2 younger siblings. My 2 younger siblings, they'll probably tell you I am the best and most difficult sister they have. And I think they will say this because even my older sisters, my older sister, one of my older sisters back in Trinidad is very close to my mom's age. She'll probably even tell you, Katie is A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. And I think I picked that up just dealing with life. I want to be ready. I want to get ready. I want to prepare myself and get myself to a point so when I'm in that space, I'm not faking it. And sometimes you do. Sometimes you do have to fake it till you make it. Sometimes you have to put on a show. You have to pretend that you are ready. And I totally understand that. But I'm 26. Faking it till you're making it is one thing, but actually realizing that I want to be living in the experience and not just pretending to be the experience is two totally different things. But let me come back. I am a sister, a baby sister, an older sister. And with that, I've always just, been very big on how I present myself, more so than that, how people are presenting themselves around me when it comes to my family. You're not my family. You want to get up there, shake a tail feather, be coyote ugly. I'm a tree your own. But if you're my family, you may want to sit yo. Okay? And that's really how I am. And it's just been like that. But with that being said, speaking of my two younger siblings, I'm always just being big on them of just, if you're gonna do something, do it with your chest. Don't think about nobody else is doing it. Focus on your focus. Lock in. And know that whatever you're doing and know your why. And whatever you're doing, know your why. Some people just pick up things and just start doing them. Know your why. Every 6 months you're wondering why you keep losing energy, you keep losing momentum. You don't know your why. You don't know your why. And I'm a firm believer on that. Know your why. Let's push my younger siblings to be ready, because the world is constantly waiting on you not to be ready. You're grown here. Life throws obstacles when you're not expecting it, and you have to be ready. Whether it's something minor, materialistic that can be fixed, or something big that you wasn't even expecting, you have to be ready, and you have to get up after whatever it throws at you. And the more ready you are, the easier it is to get up. Because when you're not ready, it feels like a wrecking ball. You say, I never hit so hard, I love. No, but for real, it feels like a wrecking ball. It feels like somebody just came in the middle of you sitting down, watching your shows, put on Housewives, and just come and put a wrecking ball through your living room. And that's what it feels like when you're not ready. Physically, mentally, spiritually, when you're not ready. Especially as a young Black woman. Not being ready will do so much harm, will do more harm than not being ready. Sorry if the angle is different. My camera just went out. Like I was saying, not being ready will do so much harm for you. Not being ready will cause you to go through things and feel things at a different level and a different rate than you're supposed to. And another thing that goes into not being ready is being resistant. Sometimes you're sitting on the couch, you're like, I don't want to get ready. I don't want to do it. Time goes by. Now it's time for you to go and you're not even ready. And take that, literally take the metaphor. We're talking about getting ready. Apply what you do when you get ready, when you're going out, to you symbolically to you being ready and be prepared for things in life, whether it's work, relationships, family situations. Sitting down, not being ready, avoiding certain things, putting things off. Ooh, that one I'm talking to myself, putting things off. It'll cause you to miss out on a lot. It'll cause you to lose a lot. It'll cause you to interpret. We don't have time. Let me just go to this real quick. We don't have time. When you say every day is a gift, like, really think about it. We don't have time. The concept of time is made up. So when you talk about being ready and getting ready, you have to be ready because you don't know when the time's up. You don't know when it's running out. Jumping all over the place, but if you follow me, follow me. You have to really be ready. I realized I had to be ready when I realized I had to be ready. What is that? I realized I had to be ready when I realized no one was coming. I realized I had to be ready when I realized no one was coming. And in life, you may see that you probably have to realize that over and over again. Which I had to recognize it. You may have to recognize that and realize that all over again. So many times throughout your life, and it may suck. But that will do far more for you than that will aid in you being ready. No one is coming. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to help you figure it out. No one is coming. And it may sound harsher. It may sound harsh just saying it like that. Not your mom, not your dad, not your brothers, not your sisters. All of those people got their own lives. And I feel like you should really start realizing this around 16. But trust me, I know 30-year-olds who clearly don't realize this. So it's nothing wrong. And sometimes we forget it. And we feel entitled to certain people in certain situations and certain things. But no one is coming. Even your partner, no one is coming. Something for me, y'all. I'm 26. So my references, they gonna be okay. But something I've always heard. I was on a trip to New York. It was like 2016, I believe. And this radio station was playing. And it was talking about happiness and making your partner happy and being happy, and how you can do things to make your partner happy, but it's not up to you to make your partner happy. Blah, 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 blah. I think the same old stuff that they talk about, that the podcasters talk about now. But I just remember being in the backseat listening to that and thinking to myself, you have to do the work first. And you can find love, and if you're with somebody who loves you enough and cares about you enough, they will be with you while you're getting ready, and you'll be with them while they are getting ready. But everybody's not that kind to wait on somebody to be ready, especially in this day and age. You gotta come with everything ready, man or woman. you're a woman, the BBL need to be the body T. You gotta have some money in your pocket. You can't have too much money in your pocket, but you gotta have something in your pocket. And I talk to my sisters like this. What is it? Yeah, body ready. Gotta have something in your pocket. I'll know how to cook, clean, talk to the family, blah, 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 blah. Be friendly, not too friendly. For men, just for men out there, just get over it. You can't be broke no more. Sorry, those broke days are over. Literally, you better go learn how to take some money management classes on the weekend. And that's for man or woman. It's 2025. Nobody can be broke no more. If y'all don't see what they're doing to people who can't afford, for people who just sit there with a handout, better get them finances ready. The next 10 years, come on. $20 is not gonna cut it. I hope whoever's ever able to follow what I'm saying is like really following what I'm saying. Yeah. But you just have to be ready. You can't date and not be ready. Like you literally have to be ready. This is 2025. You have to be ready. Mentally, physically. And there's stuff that you can do. The time is gonna pass anyway. Like I can't stress this enough. The time is gonna pass anyway. So if you wanna add some value to yourself, pick up a couple things, build some human capital. And I want to talk about this because I feel like they don't talk about this anymore. When I got into college in 2018, large conversation around building building some capital in yourself. And I think now people only look in terms of what can be given or what is handed out to them. And I'm the first one. Pay her. I endorse. Okay, anyway, but yeah, pay her. Like I'm all about that culture. I'm all about that life. Spin. It ain't tricking if you got it, okay? I'm all about that life. But I'm also about having your own. How important it is to have your own. And if you are a woman and you're in that position, to create and build your own outside of what you're allowed to do and what you're allowed to be given. And this goes back into getting ready and being ready. That's just a lip mask. You gotta be ready. But I'm saying that's why it is so important to me to have your own. It's so important to me to have a brain and to think and to express my creativity and to pour into people and to do things. Because when you're just a pretty picture, when you're just only an image or only to be looked at, and that happens when you're not, and that happens to a lot of women when they're not ready, when they don't get themselves ready, when they don't know how to goal set, when they don't know how to present themselves. And this is something that is built over time. I'm 26. I would even say I barely learned how to start presenting myself on a. I wouldn't know how to present to myself if it was tailored to one person, to one goal, to one thing. And now I know how to present myself overall on a general level. And those take time and those take skills. Because I feel like when you're younger, you're able to control the narrative and control your view of you, just limited to the people you're interacting with. But as you get older, that view expands so much, and you kind of need to cultivate and create an outside presence that can be perceived outside of someone actually needing to really know you, really knowing your character, really knowing who you are. Sorry. I hope y'all following what I'm putting down. I'm just doing a little. I haven't even been talking about the makeup this whole time, and that's okay. Because the goal is to talk about the importance of being ready and knowing how to present yourself and knowing what you want to present. Everybody don't need to know everything. That's something that what is it, my autonomy. Did I say that right? Autonomy? Autonomy? Oh my goodness, I didn't say that right. Take the degree back take the years back. A lot of people only know about what I allow them to know. And that goes to everyone I know. Everyone I know. And that's because, why? I feel like there's this thing where people will feel a way about you before they know all of what you've been through or gone through or going through. And once you divulge or communicate to the things, that's when they want to feel or have sympathy for you or whatever. And I never liked that. I've never gotten that. Like, I remember, like, in young chick flicks when a girl would be hating on the baddie in the movie or whatever, and she'd be like, well, I'm insecure too. I have this and this and this I feel this way about. And a girl would be like, I never knew you felt like that. And it would just make her feel better. I never understood what that was, because I don't need to know that someone, I don't have no envy, jealousy, things in my heart to where I need to know someone else is going through a shitty time while I'm going through a shitty time. I won't say that 2024, I went through it. I found out a couple of else people was going through it. It was like, woo, it was a relief to know it wasn't just me. But I wasn't like, oh, thank God. She was down in her dumps too. Phew. Like, that's never my energy in nothing in life. And I feel like in different stages and in different places in my life, I've seen where certain people in certain situations, they need to know. They need to know you done walk for 7 days and 7 nights before they can give you any sort of grace or any sort of compassion or understanding, or what is it that we keep talking? Consideration. That's a big one. And that's why you gotta get ready, because you won't need to be worrying about anybody else's consideration when you're ready. Yeah, like I was saying, certain people feel like they need to know you've suffered. Certain people feel like they need to know you suffered. And when you're ready, you don't give up. You don't care. Certain people even want you to go through things when they don't know what you've been through. That's a big one. Why do you want it so easy? Why can't you be patient? You don't know what I've been through. You don't know why I want this right now. You don't know why I'm doing X, Y, and Z the way I'm doing it. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know anything, but you have a whole lot to say. I'm always so puzzled That's why I don't do he say, she say. Especially when it's about myself. But I find that no one ever comes up to me and says, you said X, Y, and Z, or you feel X, Y, and Z. Because if you know me, you know it's not true. Unless you want to lie to yourself. And being ready helps you know who you are. It's important to build confidence in yourself. And I don't mean just confidence in being confident, but like confidence in yourself. You know how to do this makeup look down. What was everybody doing? The cut crease in 2016? You know how to do that. You will build confidence in yourself where you know I could do a cut crease in 10 minutes. That's the same as you building that confidence to being ready in the outside world. I know who I am. And that's why I will always either try to be or be ready. I would say, if I could think recently, since I've been out of high school, I would say 2021 or like 20, when I graduated, the things that happened when I graduated, I was not ready for. Let me just be honest. I was not ready for it. I wasn't ready for some of the experiences or some of the switch ups, some of the changes. And now 2024, I wasn't ready for some of those things either. So you just have to be ready. From my own experiences, for the things that I've gone through in my life, I'm telling you, being ready and having yourself ready. And maybe I'll do a video on like how to get ready in terms of like the different aspects of being ready in your life, how to get ready physically, mentally, spiritually, X, Y, and things. Just like a quick overview. And it all is practice. It all takes time. Something that you have to realize, especially as you grow up, you are forever a student of life. Yes, you grow in age and you have to grow in mind and maturity. Some people don't. And you have to do things to prepare yourself to be ready and to grow during the changes and experiences in your life. As you grow older, you'll realize the certain things you do to be ready and get ready. Literally take the metaphor of you getting ready to go out, me getting ready right now, all this stuff that I'm doing. You have to get ready, you have to be prepared, you have to be detailed, you have to be meticulous in preparing yourself and being ready in life. Every day. Every day is not a promise, but every day is a choice. Show up and be ready as you want to be. I just had a conversation about this with my little sister, so that's probably why I'm like so all over the place and so passionate. The things that I had done, the things I had done in high school, I see the fruits of every day in my 20s. The stuff that I'm doing right now in my 20s, I know I'll see the fruits of in my 30s. Get ready, be ready. Life is not waiting for you. Life is happening. The outside world is happening. Outside things are happening. Be ready, get ready. Get my hair up. I've been recording for too long. Talked a lot this whole video about getting ready and being ready. And that looks different for everybody. I have to be honest. That looks different for everybody. What being ready and staying ready, what being ready looks like for me is going to look very different than what being ready looks like for you. Certain things and certain situations in my life means I have to be a different type of ready in this type of situation. In that same situation, you have to be a different type of ready. You just gotta know And it's easier said than done. It takes time, it takes practice. If I would have, let me say, understood what being ready, outside of just getting ready to go out and do and be cute, if I would have understood the concept of getting ready in my early 20s, the readiness I am right now would be at a totally different level. I am your little big sis. Or somebody, last year somebody called me a little girl. I'm your little big sis, coming to you to tell you the importance of getting ready and being ready. Spiritually, physically, mentally, externally, internally. Think about going to the doctor. You don't go to the doctor and prepare to be sick, and everything you want to do is to prevent going to the doctor. If that land, that land. If not, I'm gonna scrap it. But you understand what I mean. I'm just probably gonna fix my hair. I'm waiting for my tools to heat up, so I'm just cutting this video and just saying, you need to really think about what it is of being ready. What does being ready and getting ready for life look like for you? Not just in the days when you want to be ready and be ready to present to the world. Every day you're not gonna feel like it. You know that. So what are you gonna do to have yourself and prepare yourself to be ready? I'm talking to y'all right now, but I'm talking to me. Certain things I've had to reiterate and recognize. Important to be ready. I'm Kitana Marie, Katie Niblett if you know me. Thank you for watching. If you learned anything, if you gained anything, do a follow, do a dance. Do a follow, do the dance, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you liked about the video in the comments. Tell me what you didn't like about the video. If I was all over the place, if you couldn't follow it, tell me what's going on. I'm gonna stop saying I'm just a girl. I'm gonna start saying just a young lady. Even though somebody called me a little girl, that's neither here nor there. I'm just a young lady trying to do what I do. That's it. I'm just doing me. Nothing more, nothing less. I've always just been doing me. Making me mad for no reason. They're not really mad. They just really love me. They miss me. I'm not stupid. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's just in a nutshell.